Hey everyone, Wanderbot here, and welcome to the New Cycle demo as part of the Steam Base Builder Festival, who, I guess, the developers were kind enough to reach out to me and actually sponsored this video, checking it out. So if you haven't heard of this game before or seen it, it is a post-apocalyptic city builder, town builder, where effectively the Earth was wrecked by a series of solar flares that pretty much knocked out all technology and civilization. And, sorry, this lady's distracting me a little bit. This is a little further into the game, and I just saw this person running in circles, because, I mean, it's a demo, it's still in progress. And I always love small little things like this. I think they're still considered working. They're just, running in circles. Don't worry about it. They're just hyper-productive. But so it is a post-apocalyptic, city builder where you're effectively trying to rebuild society, and then possibly escape Earth. I'm not entirely sure on that one. That's way down on the tech tree, at the very least. But it's super chill, and I really like how they've kind of put all of this together. So I guess let's just dive right in. Hey everyone, Wanderbot here, and welcome to New Cycle. It is a... oh gosh. There's a lot of stuff here. So it is a post-apocalyptic city builder, where humans are the survivors of like an apocalyptic event, but we're also kind of properly rebuilding. This isn't one of those where you're just kind of sad people in camps trying to make do. You're actually trying to rebuild and reorganize society. It looks a little grim, but we'll figure it out. Okay, so aim to introduce the general structure in the early stages of the universe in a demo, which is what we're going to be playing. And then they're going to be improving and adding more mechanics over the course of this. So the other thing to mention is that this... oh, so we have campaign sanity, or old ways. Peaceful mode without outside threats, constant changes to the environmental conditions, all the components of city building and survival are active, but the end game challenges are absent. I think I might just throw us into sandbox for now. Stuff like campaign I'd prefer to leave for when the game's actually out, and some of the other ones seem a little bit dicier. This way I can kind of focus on learning rather than anything else. And it looks like we're starting with Meadow. Perfect. So the demo for this is available now as part of the Steam Builders Festival, and maybe hopefully it'll stick around for the next fest if you guys want to play it as well. I don't think it's going to be featured in the latter, but hopefully the demo at least is around for people to try. I never really thought I'd get into city builders, but I guess here we are. Okay, message from the community. Oh, is this just the... uh-oh. Okay, now governor of this little community. Sorry, I thought it was going to bring me to a completely different page, and it's like, oh, I don't want that. So... it's been nearly half a century since the first solar flare. In the initial moments of the catastrophe, we lost our entire technological infrastructure, our means for global sourcing, and almost everything that we can share as a civilization. The following years were humanity's darkest, having to wrestle with the constant impossibility and despair. From battles fought with sticks and stones to nuclear wars, we ended up destroying ourselves with what little sun we had left for us, and civilization fell. Everyone here was born into the new world, and you have to be their leader. Our current flimsy shelter can't carry us far. We must rebuild everything from scratch, with the efforts of those who remain, so we can establish a sustainable way of life. We need to rediscover our lost knowledge and explore our surroundings to create new possibilities. More importantly, beyond merely surviving, we have to find a way of securing our next generation, by whose time the world may not be habitable anymore. We don't know how we can preserve life as we know it, but we can at least help build something that we can call home. And let's start with the tutorial, because otherwise I'm going to be kind of lost here. Build a field camp, gather logs, gather stones. Cool. So how do I do anything? Residence. Okay, here we go. Shack, resources, field camp. So that'll give me regular resources. I think I'm going to put it there. We have utilities and other, which is road. Wind layer, default layer. Drilling, mining layer. Oh, that's interesting. So we can actually see a lot of stuff. Wild. So tier 1, 2, 3, and 4 buildings. Gather stuff. So tech tree statistics, that. Where do we do road? There are no roads. Huh. So maybe we need to actually get some technology for it. Looks like we're limited. Might have to wait for the we might have to wait for the tutorial to catch up. Okay, connected to road network. Dusty Road. So there... oh yeah, Dusty Road, you're here. It is unresearched. So that's why I cannot make it. You're right. I'm so used to some of these being I'm used to roads being immediately available right from the get-go. So how many people do I have? I've got 31 out of 35, so I can probably spend quite a lot of people to up my collection game, at least for the time being. And they actually book it. Like, these people are not just trundling around. I mean, these people are, but the people that are working, they're schmoovin'. Okay, so refreshment, morale to all classes, tech tree. Still waiting on this. I'm supposedly getting 35 per day from community knowledge. I do not know when I get to upgrade that. So I'm curious about the whole planet might not be habitable in the future. I'm clearly missing some logic, some lore behind this, but I'm almost wondering if the sun is like actively dying, which is partly the issue. Okay, field camp is completed. Everything else is good. Oh right, I turned this down. Maybe I turned it down too much. Do 50%. Let's see. Anything else to keep in mind? We'll figure it out. Yeah, we got through the Bronze Age collapse and the Black Death, dying in on the menu. It is interesting how weirdly resilient humans are. But, I mean, what other choice do we have? Okay. So, I could also build a second field camp if I really wanted to. Tutorial step 1 complete. Yeah, I'm probably fine. Build a sawmill, produce lumber. So I'm wondering if, actually with these, the reason why it's not unlocked yet is because we actually just have to do the tutorial to get there. That's why I can't research anything. We just have to wait for it to pop up, probably. Probably. Okay, well, seeing as I'm kind of limited based on just waiting, we might as well build the lumber mill. And keep our speed up high. How's our food situation? Bad, but our consumption is nothing? That's concerning. Okay, select source. Make a couple of these. I like the UI for this game. We've played a couple other games earlier that were much less... I don't want to say readable, but like the UI was hard to parse. The UI on this is clean. Maybe a little crowded here and there, but it's clean. So we can also see worker capacity. Left alt to turn on building status. Oh, I see. So product workers, some other things. So build a well, produce 60 water. That's easy. Okay. Let's put it there. Hopefully we don't need the road at the moment for these people to actually work. Because, yeah, I want to keep things to a nice, slick grid. Let's see. Okay, now that we've got the well done, it'll just get us some food, not connected to the road network. So that just reduces its overall workforce efficiency. But that's fine. We'll be getting roads sooner than later. As long as it works without, then it doesn't matter to me. Let's see. Okay, so we got meat and we got mushrooms. Wait. Okay, so if I put it here, we get meat and mushrooms in reasonably large quantities. So, is this from the Frostpunk devs? No, this is actually made by Core Engine, who don't think I've ever seen them make a game before. So it might actually be a completely new development team, or just one that I wasn't aware of beforehand. Let's see. So there's the mushrooms and some other things. AUI kind of looks like Frostpunk's. Honestly, I'm just going to chalk that up to Frostpunk being a genre leader, and everybody else is just like, why change what isn't broke? Okay, 144 mushrooms per day. Holy smokes, these people are busy. And effective, too. Alright, basic construction, make a kitchen. Soup kitchen. Oh, research. Research the soup kitchen. Construction materials, we actually have reasons to research these. Perfect. So required knowledge and time. I don't know what the 50 is, but it costs some wood. Oh, it's whatever this is. Just knowledge. Raw knowledge. Immigrants have appear to the border. Yeah, let's just take them in. We're going to need more people. We're going to have to worry about food. Let's see. Do we want to put the soup kitchen there? I'll put it here. Sooner or later, we're going to have the road. And I think we'll be... we can actually make this look nice. I always struggle the most when laying out my city builders. And, let's see. Mushroom and water, fish and water, meat. Nope. We want soups. Lack workforce. Need people. Perfect. Now we got soup. So current production is 4 per day. 12 per day. Okay, good. So we don't have to worry about food. I don't know what the... it goes up to 17. So I'll have to keep that in mind. Though, I think we are losing an amount of it just due to the lack of the road connection. Supply and demand. Set ration distribution to regular. Distribute rations successfully for 3 days. Where? Hold up. I'm gonna pause. Oh. That's unfortunate. Food? How do I do rationing? Or did that pop up with the tutorial and then I clicked through it? Set food distribution. Oh, here we go. Distribution low to regular. Perfect. Okay, so what is the it's morale. So my people were pretty sad because I wasn't giving them nearly enough food or water. So now here's the question. What is our production versus consumption? I think we're still fine. Okay, distribute food for a couple more days. Please, sir, can I have some roads? If people have been suffering from... Ooh. Tutorial complete. Become a self-sufficient settlement, moved beyond temporary campsites. From now on, you must devise production plans according to the needs of your people. Cool. Alright, so... I guess I'm free and clear to do whatever. Please tell me I can actually figure out how to make roads. Hunting, which... Oh, actually, establishment is already done. So let's start... Oh, wait, no. We need metalworking techniques. Basic... Required text, basic construction, and oath. Oath. Cannot achieve the level of civilization we once had by only developing materially. Real backbone of construction and social institutions we establish is the values that define and distinguish us. For us, oath is not only a legal boundary, but also a lifelong desire. Alright, so I guess I'll start working on that. I don't know what that gets us exactly, but we can now actually make dusty roads. Sick. I'm just going to extend these kind of out. You know me. I live by the grid. Any game that gives me a good grid is a game that I will get really into. Probably. I don't know. It's just a huge selling point for me. Can I put my civilization on a lovely grid? I can. Huh, they even have telephone poles already. We need suitable shelters. Build 3 shacks. Let's build. It is time for shacks. Okay, so I don't actually want the shacks to be up close and right in the center of town. I want them to be slightly farther out. The other question is, shacks, how much can they hold? Doesn't say I'll build 4 preemptively just because. Let's see, my settings quality is low. Oh, you're right. Let's bump this up to high. And see if it cooks my graphics card or not. It has some weird issues sometimes. Alright. Did that trigger? Looks like we're up to high. Perfect. Oh, they can hold 10 people. Alright. Can't live without water. Oh, gosh. Okay, so, first and foremost, I think we might want to slow this down a smidge. I'm gonna build a second wall, well, just because. Alright, and how are we doing food-wise? Not great. What do you mean not connected to the road network? I guess I'm just gonna put some more roads down. Do I have to rebuild this thing? I'm gonna rebuild a soup kitchen right here instead. Okay, needs stability. We've been able to put some things right since settling down. Our small settlement, built by toiling day and night, now needs some security and stability. We should at least make sure that we have left our days of hunger and thirst behind. Okay. Manage the water and thirst demands of the entire population for a while. Should be fine. Now, I'm curious about why this is not connected to the road. Unless there's like a specific front that I goofed this one. Okay. Yeah, 5 deadly, 9 deadly. That is a concern. Oh, wait. Lack of recipe. Oh. Hold up. Water layer. Oh. I need a well out here. Ready to build. None low and rich. Or over here? Oh, no, this is where the water really is. Alright. I guess we'll build it there. I still don't know why this is not. I guess we can also turn this on and off. I can even try the ultra settings. I don't know if my graphics card can necessarily handle that. It's a little bit of an older computer. Maybe I could do it, but I've been running a little hot today. I'll try. But I also don't really see much of a difference, to be entirely honest. I don't know. Also not connected to the road network. What is it with the road network in this game? Uh-oh. Not available this season. Oh, that's a problem. Okay, new era progression. Era 2. 11 resources are required to produce these raw materials. Okay, so I've got to slow the heck down because we're now running out of things. Do I have to worry about the well? No, okay, we are producing that at the very least. So I need to look at science. No, that's surveillance. So I can't do hunting yet. We need metalworking techniques. I've been ignoring this because things immediately caught fire. Oh, and my people have been dying. Oops. So here's the question. Yeah, mushrooms are not available, but we don't have any fish. We might be able to get some meat if science actually feels like sciencing here. I almost feel like I should start over and do this right. Skip the tutorial and actually just pay attention to what I'm doing. That almost might be easier, because we just ran headlong into winter because I wasn't paying attention. I'll probably be fine. Learn from mistakes, don't just go back. So here's the question. Is there a limit to the amount of resources I have? No, it looks like we can just keep mining forever. Though I am noticing we're still having issues with road network stuff. Oh, provided services, so we don't have much of anything. Can't build a road here. And it's too short. Are you connected? This one's connected to the road network, just not this one. Okay, so we've got our tech for that. Go back here. Costs. Oh, so we need tools. Okay, let's do production. Forge to make iron. And a smith, which is monstrously large. Question. No, it's still not connected to the road network. Weird. Yeah, so I think the answer is my insistence on building these things prior to actually having the road network down kind of messed me up. Well, I mean, it's an early access demo. So I'll have to move these around. It's telling me there's a lot of water up there and a decent amount up here. Guess I'm just gonna put that all the way out there. Unless, here's a question. That connected now? No. What? Yeah, no idea. I'll have to figure it out. Knows this well. Construction needs being met, just needs some people. Okay, so we're gonna produce iron. I'll fill those out. And then we're gonna do production because we need the smith. It seems like it's a weird issue of placing the building before the roads. Yeah. Yeah, so I think the roads always have to be down first. Or at least maybe before it's completed? Yeah, so I think the road just has to be down before it's completed. Okay, well, we're at least not running out of water at the moment. Do we have any more wells? Is this even producing? 84 per day. Yeah, we've got another one over here that I could potentially snag. It's kind of recommending this area, but not fully. Yeah, oh, wait. Do we do this? Yeah. I'm just gonna get that down. We'll see what happens. Because it's super clear that we're gonna run into some water issues. Luckily, the wells run fully automatically. They don't require extra people, so I can just have like a gazillion of them. And hopefully we won't have to worry about it. And despite the fact that we're running into some issues food-wise, I think we're otherwise good. We still need tools. Cripes. Okay. Or is that not something I can make here? No. Structure of producing basic tools and wire. How many people do I have left? Oh, it's 16 available out of 47. Okay, got it. Okay, so we don't have any copper that we're mining, and can't get mushrooms at the moment. But we're pretty close to meat once we hit the tool limits. And then warehouses are almost full. Right, that's something I need to work on. Stockpiles. Kind of big. Well, we'll just kind of expand out a bunch. I know the screenshots for this game specifically had it with, like, really huge cities. So I'm assuming this is going to get pretty out of hand pretty fast. Okay. Seeing as everything else is going on, let's get another soup kitchen down so I can get rid of this one. And see if there's anything else that's complaining about a lack of connection to the road. Because if it's just this soup kitchen, then we build this one up, and then we don't have to worry about it any further. Let's see. Do I have tools? I got 10. I need 22. Is there anything else I could snag? Power grid. Yeah, let's snag that. We might as well head for electricity. And we're going to have to wait a little while. Southern Well is also complaining about roads. It is true. Yeah, so we'll destroy this one. What? Lack of recipe? Uh-oh. Okay, this has some, so we'll just rebuild it. Hopefully now it will be considered next to the road. But yeah, interesting limitations. I'm sure that's probably going to get patched out once we're a little further in. Okay, so I think I can speed this up, at least for the moment. And once we're up to, it's like 18 or 20 tools, we can do a little bit more. Okay, perfect. Oh, but we're currently researching the power grid, so we'll wait on that one. And not a moment too soon. It is now spring, we can start getting mushrooms again. And I've got plenty stacked, so we don't need to worry about it. So what is this? A city builder? Yes. Post-apocalyptic. The sun went kablooey, sort of. The sun started putting out solar flares. Beyond that, I'm not actually sure. Ooh, that stockpile got full. Sun's having issues, and these people need to figure out how to rebuild society and then possibly escape the planet. I don't know if we're going to be escaping the planet, but there's definitely the rebuilding of society aspect of this game at the moment. Okay, let's see. So we've got that set up. Resource collection is scaled reasonably well. No one's starving to death. So I think it's mostly just wait for research, get more people. So in that case, actually, I should probably get some more residences. There's also upgrade to the next tier. Oh, but that requires glass and wire, which we cannot do. I don't even know if we have the technology for that at the moment. Let's see, construction materials. So I guess the last one would be this. But that requires vocational training. So I don't think we're actually going to be able to get surveillance until we get to the next tier properly. Okay, nope, not you, you. Perfect. So now we can start getting some fur and some meat, which will kind of scale up our food situation. Yeah, let's switch this soup recipe over to meat soup. Because I don't think we're going to have that many mushrooms. And then, hey, there we go. That's some really rough waters out here. Oh, maybe we're on the ocean. I can't really zoom out here, but it doesn't seem like we have any rivers. There's a railroad? Huh. I mean, this is post-apocalyptic, so of course the railroad would stick around. Meat soup. I've had some pretty good meat soups when I was in elementary school. Ooh, you know what, actually, go back to this. Let's go build another stockpile, like, out here. Just for extra storage capacity. Iron limbs, we need more. Produce metals. You can give us the means to produce durable and effective tools on our own. Oh, I see, iron limbs. Work can be done without tools too, but this will tire us physically and mentally. Okay. Sure. So, produce 50 basic tools. Well, that's easy. So, next question is, gathering camp. Can do fish. Not many fish. Building is on fire. Full response. What building is this? I don't know, it's on fire. That's all I know about it. Okay. Rain, maybe do something. I like it how the shack next door just has a full hose. What building is this? It is now demolished. Oops. Seriously, what building was that? Oh, that was my lumber mill. Yeah, losing that's kind of an inconvenience. Let's see, where do I put my next one? I mean, I guess I could rebuild it on the spot. I don't know what's going to happen there. I've elected to build a lumber mill on top of the burning lumber mill. You know what? I'm going to destroy that until this is done. So it says demolish. Is there a way I can intentionally get rid of it? Or do we have to wait for the fire to go? Also, that fire's been burning for, like, days. Luckily, we don't actually need lumber at the moment. Oh, so we can have storage limitations. Well, we might as well bump up iron ore, like, a bunch. And then logs and lumber. Because I can always make more store piles, no problem. It says demolish. Fire status. I can't actually tell if there's a mechanic for this yet. Because the fire is no longer going. Here, let's see if there's an option. Settings. We got... Oh, controls are not shown. That's unfortunate. I literally have no idea how to replace this, so I guess my next order of business would be to, I guess, try and build a lumber mill on top of it. I was kind of afraid of doing so because I don't want to, like, have bugs going, but we might just have the perpetually burning... Oh, nope, maybe the fire started? Or stopped going after, like, a week? We'll see what happens. So I was looking into a gathering camp. We wanted to see if there's any better fishing spots here. Because if you notice, there's only like a singular pip for the fish. There's some mushrooms. No, actually it looks like this area down here is the absolute best fishing camp location we can possibly get to. Alright, that's fair. We need fish for some reason. More food. Ooh. And... looks like I'm going to want another forge. We are desperately low on those. Okay, and it does look like the new lumber mill is being made. Good. I was just afraid that if I built a lumber mill on the pre-existing burning lumber mill, it would somehow set the new one on fire or glitch out really bad because clipping structures into each other when they're not properly resolved seems like a really boneheaded idea. At least we had plenty of lumber, so we didn't have to worry about anything. Okay, so let's scale this up. So we're mostly... oh. Objective completed. It's not a large stock. I have 200-something tools. Let's get a little bit more iron going. And let that roll. So this is connected to the road network. This is going to take a little while to get down to. But we might as well get fish. So what else can I do at the moment? We're mostly just waiting until I can somehow get some more people. My morale is kind of iffy. Efficiency is good. So we also have worker, craftsman, and specialists. But I can do none of those. When can I advertise for more people? I don't know, but one way or another, I'm just going to extend an absurdly long road. Ooh, yeah, it costs some. I don't know if we're ever going to need the train line, but this way it's at least kind of connected. Immigrants, thank you. No, that's not it. You are not immigrants. You are immigrants. Blessed be, join my civilization. As I would like to be tier 2. Okay, era, click to preview the next era. Era progression. Let's see, laws, orders, some other things. Camp name. Can I... oh, wait. Maybe this is it. We've reached a new era. So we now have taverns, smelters, kilns, pits, technical boot camps, tailors, basic mines, residences, storehouses, resource camps, and all sorts of things. But I'm pretty sure I'm going to have to research a lot of these. So I need vocational training, and I'm pretty sure that's here. Perfect. So let's start that. I wonder if I can, like, add things to a queue. Nope. Community needs. We'll figure that out later. Oh, sandstorm. Every activity, machine, and living thing has to slow down. Yeah, no kidding. Okay, well has not been producing for 3 days. Lack of recipe. Are we just out of water? Is the ground table just scuffed? Maybe. has that highlighted. I think what I need to do is actually just find all of the potential well spots and just build wells there. Well, paper need. Using text efficiently. We made rapid progress, Chief. Knowledge will gain more importance after these stages. As a community, we need to better produce and share knowledge with systematic methods. Alright, so I gotta make paper somehow. But first and foremost... Oh, is this not hooked up? Okay, it is connected to the road network now. Cool. So now we get a well down. This has a lot of water. So yeah, we'll just set that up. Let's see, everything else is kind of good. So question number 1, lumber mill. Can make paper. Okay, so we're just gonna need a second one of those. So production, lumber mill. Well, I have this whole area right here. We'll move my residential system at some point. Let's see, did we actually finish vocational training? Do we want the tavern? Yeah, you know what, we'll get a tavern. Let's hook these together. Did that actually connect? I'm gonna hope it did. Alright, so... Is it residence, gathering camp? Well, no. Utilities? Tavern. And a technical boot camp. Small, cozy, and rowdy social space for workers to relieve stress. Aw, can't put it. So, I think I'm gonna put it... over here. At some point. For now, I think I'm just gonna put it here. We don't actually have that many people. I'll have to move things around accordingly to make room. Let's get some paper. Perfect. This looks fun. It is. I'm actually enjoying it a fair bit. It's a fairly standard town builder, but I like the different flavor and the feeling of, like, actually progressing past the post-apocalypse as opposed... Like, there's a difference between post-apocalypse and then, like... You're still kind of dealing with the apocalypse. Okay, so it looks like we just need stupid amounts of paper to get anything done here. In that case, maybe let's get the technical boot camp. Can I fit that in here? No. It's just a little too big. It fits in well with the kitchens over here. It's all scooted in. And work with it. I'm just gonna have a silly amount of fish, aren't I? It doesn't even tell me how many fish I have. Whatever. It's fine. Objectives complete. I think that just boosts morale, but we'll see. It's a post-apocalyptic, basically. The immediate fallout is done. Time to rebuild. Always enjoyed the post-post. I'm honestly shocked more media does not capitalize on this specific situation. Setting. Okay, so this provides entertainment to these people. So we still got to get medical services and some other things. Hey, but you know what I got? Paper? Oh, almost enough. Let's see. So surveillance for the Scouts Guild. Yeah, I'm going to do it. I don't know what the Scouts Guild building's going to get us. But it might actually let us go out on expeditions or something. Let's see. Smith Forge. So we can't do the kiln or anything of the sort. But I can get a Scouts Guild down. And we'll see what they can do. I don't have that many workers, which is a bit of a limitation, but it's not that big of a deal. Yeah, I think the only other one I can think of is before we leave. Probably. That was a charming game. I never actually got to the point where I was in space, but still. Okay, so let's slow down, create a scout team. Not included in the demo. Son of a... Alright, it's fine. We're actually hitting a bunch of resource limitations, which is good. Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of keep scaling some of these up. Some of them I don't need to, but a number of them I want to. Because, yeah, we can just keep adding more and more things to the stockpile, and I've got a lot of space out here. Unending preparation. Chief, the continuation of our life here must be based on the preparedness as well, as sustaining life. One of the most important lessons of the last 50 years has been that we cannot trust the seasons. The inconsistency of the atmosphere can breed hellish heat waves and Siberian colds in any geography. This state has only worsened with time. It would be foolish to expect it to get better from here. We need to stock up on our essential needs, at the very least on fuel, food, and water. This will help us cope with extreme seasonal cycles as well. So stock 3,000 water and 1,200 of simple meals. I'm done. So now we should have plenty. Let's see. So if I go to consumables... Oh, here we go. Simple meals. I'm just going to scale it up so this can hoard a bunch of simple meals. So we don't have to worry about it. Some of the more, the less repeatable resources, we don't need to worry as much. So that needs, like, bricks or something. Structural statistics. Kiln pit. Looks like that's the only thing I can get at the moment. So, yeah, let's get it rolling. Oh, yeah, we never did look into power. I guess we... Oh, hell yeah. Hi. Hopefully those don't need to be connected to the road network. Alright, but this is a pretty good stopping point, at least for now. Otherwise, I'm actually going to run out of content in the demo. It's about an hour and a half long, maybe an hour if you're really, really gunning for it. But so, New Cycle's pretty solid. It's a pretty standard city builder from what I've seen so far. But it's reasonably well handled. I haven't seen any, like, major weird issues with population management. I always have trouble with these games. Because, like, my people forget to breed, or I forget to feed them, and then everything kind of collapses, and I don't realize until, like, way after the fact, and so it's kind of nice to just have this reasonably well-balanced system that I don't have to worry about micromanaging in case everything, you know, goes all sorts of wrong. I realize if I, like, turn off any of my production structures for any length of time, I run out of stuff really fast, and that's going to show up a little bit in episode 2, but, like, nothing catastrophic. Spoilers, I guess. So we are actually going to be doing a second episode here. Corn Cage was kind enough to sponsor 2 videos from me, and so this is going to be a part 1, part 2 situation while we check out as much as we can from the demo. Technology caps out at about tier 3. In fact, it does cap out at tier 3. You can get up to it, but you can see the technology, but you can't research any of it, and you can't build any of it, so we're kind of limited there. But that's fine. I think we've seen more than enough to kind of make a judgment call on this game and say, I think it's neat. I haven't played a whole lot of city builders up until this point, but games like this are certainly converting me over to, hey, maybe these games are actually kind of a lot of fun and I should put some more time into them. I definitely would love to put together a list of, like, my top 10 favorites that I've tried out and or played to full at some point, but that'll be for later. For now, though, I guess one last compliment to the fact that this is a post-apocalyptic game. Not a lot of post-apocalyptic games do that. Usually it's kind of more immediacy, trying to survive or recover from whatever the disaster was. And this is, like, properly trying to rebuild. And I'm kind of hoping that the tech tree goes, like, pretty far. So we start with kind of grunge, scrap town, and then we actually go up to... maybe not full sci-fi, but at least pseudo-sci-fi or something, just to give it kind of that feeling of, like, you really are recovering. Maybe. But, with all of that said, I guess if you guys like this game in any way, shape, or form, head on over to the Steam page that I've linked in the description below, and give it a wish list. It'll help it rank higher on all upcoming demo festivals, as well as just the Steam upcoming pages, and Steam will promote it in turn, and the game will do better. But also, if you guys like this video in any way, shape, or form, leave me a like, helps more than you know, and if you want to see more rad new indie games every single day, then hit subscribe, because I've got tons to show off. But with that, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.